Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Indices for the 20th of April. Starting with the Stoxx 50 here. One of the problems I've had with the Stoxx 50 and also the DAX as well is where to place wave 4 over here or over here for this. So we'd been looking for, we knew it was a wave 4, so we were looking for a new high above wave 3, so we've got that. We can count from this low here, we can count 1 and 2 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, fourth wave here, and then looking at this as the fifth wave here. So it's quite possible that that top is in play here now for the DAX and for this market as well. But what we would like to see now, just to confirm that, would be 5 waves down here. So we'd want to see this rally here. We'd want to see this rally fail and move down to confirm that. Otherwise, it's possible to put this wave 4 and have one more push to the upside over here for this. When we compare this pattern to the this is the UK market here, we were counting up from wave 2 here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here once again, and looking up for wave 5 here. So it just depends on where you want to place wave 4 with this here once again. So look, at the end of the day, yesterday when we spoke, we were looking for one more. We understood this little pattern here was corrective, so we're looking for a little push up here. So look, I'm not quite sure if we've got wave 5 top in here, wave 5 of 3 top in, and we've started on this. I would assume so, because that would be in line with the US markets as such, and we'll be looking for an ABC here for this wave 4 to come into play here. And we can also start by looking at the distance here and looking for 38.2% retracement level. So it can pull down to the 6.9 at this point, so just be a little bit mindful of that. Can there be one more push to the upside? Possibly. Yeah, let's just have another look at this at the DAX here. This is the DAX on the 4-hour chart here. So I mean, I kind of settled it for it being here, but looking at this as wave 1 here and wave 2 here, it's just rather quite large. But even in this case here, looking at this move here, I was looking at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here and going up for wave 5 here. So there can be another move in here. It has retraced a little bit too far down for that wave 4. So do we just get this into perspective here somewhat? So yeah, that's the 38.2% retracement level. So it's a little bit far here at this stage. I think we do really need. I mean, the 5.5 was where we were heading. So I think we should call it in at this point. And if there is another high, then it doesn't really matter at this stage, because it'll only fold over. So I'll just get these out of the way here, and we'll put this in through here. So I've got this 1 degree higher than the US market. It's not a big deal. So just be a little bit mindful that, you know, we are heading into this ABC pattern here, but with the proviso that there could be one more little high to come in before we start this as well. And look, it doesn't really bother, because we're not going to trade any of this in here. We're going to trade it when we get wave C of 4 in here for this. So wherever that is, this is where we'll trade long. I'm not going to trade against the trend. So just be aware of that. So I won't place any trades out on the short side for this. We'll just simply wait for the trade setup, which will be this corrective pattern. How it plays out, I'm not quite sure, because of this here. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that for these markets, but the same with the Stoxx 50 here as well. We'll call in this high here This is 1 degree smaller, but that's okay as well. It counts in this case, if I take it from this low here, it counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So it counts okay at that point, and this has dropped back quite a long way, so that's quite confirming as well for this. So I'll just remove that there and we'll leave it at that point. Yeah, so like the US markets, the European markets have coming into sync with the US's ABC for wave 4 as well here. So we can have a look at the S&P or the Nasdaq here. This is the Nasdaq here, so you've probably seen this video, but just in case not, we've had wave 1 and 2. We've been going up for wave 3, and we're also looking for this to become the ABC correction here. So I think that we're on track and markets are in sync, and we don't have any long trades open at the moment for these indices. We'll be waiting for this pullback in here, so we need a lot more information this week for this. So we want this trend here to rebalance here, and once it's got its balance, then we can move in, and this will be part of the accumulation process, this rebalancing into the distribution process. So that's what they're all going through at the moment, and the UK is pretty much sort of following the Nasdaq in that case. So I think we're on the right track. I haven't pulled this apart here. It's maybe a little fourth wave in here, I'm not quite sure, so it may be down into here first and then the B wave and then the C wave here, but I'd expect it to pull back down a bit further as well with this as well. So there's a couple of ways it can play out here. We may find that the A wave here has 5 waves coming down through here as well with this, and then the B wave and the C wave. So wave 4s, there's 11 or 12 different corrections in the market, and they can pretty much all play out in a wave 4. So we'll see if the market comes down for the A wave in 5 waves or 3 waves. That will be our first step in all of this, but we're not really going to do much at all in this first instance with all of this. We'll just allow it to be, and we'll just allow it to play out. We'll find out if we're going to get 5 waves in this first move here or 3 waves. Okay, that's it really. So yeah, just following on from yesterday for the FTSE here, we're just looking for one more little high here. That came into play. We didn't think that it was going to leave the 7,000 because it's a sticky number, where the DAX and the Stoxx 50 pushed up higher, but they're probably done and dusted now as well. So if you're long, then you need to protect your positions at this stage. Yeah, let's just give it some time here. This is a place where you lose money at large numbers because it will just vibrate here and you're trying to get it right all the time. But I say to you, just chill out, lay back, and allow this pattern to mature, and we'll be able to pick it up at the end and get it right. Yeah, so all corrections are better just to leave them and stand back, and once they mature, much easier to work in. You don't want 2 or 3 small losses in the correction there, because they just all add up too much. They're just annoying. I'll leave it at that. Thanks guys, cheers.